Let's get you this next big breaking update. Remember, troubles will compound now for the INDA alliance, particularly for A. Raja. Now, what has happened is that the Delhi High Court has admitted an appeal filed by the CBI challenging the acquittal of the former telecom minister A. Raja. Now, this essentially means that the case is going to be reheard. The court believes that prima facie, this needs a reinvestigation. Priyank, I'm told, is joining us live and he's getting us more details of this story. Priyank, this is going to be a huge setback for the entire INDA alliance and the entire anti-corruption, drive by the Prime Minister, who said कि भ्रष्टाचार को पूरी तरह निकाल फेंकना है. This could really get difficult now for A. Raja and the DMK.
Yes, certainly. Not only for A. Raja and DMK, but all those politicians who were arrested deeply in this case. Remember, for 7 years, the Central Bureau of Investigation kept on pursuing this case before the lower court, where the Judge O.P. Sani heard the matter in detail. There were the accused also who were arrested. And finally, on one day, it was the order was pronounced where all these accused were acquitted by the lower court of Patiala House Court, which was hearing this particular matter. That was a special court which was hearing this. The Central Bureau of Investigation kept silent for many years, Deepti, and finally they moved an application before the High Court so that the case can be renewed. And it's a big step which is being taken by the CBI, after which the court has also accepted that the appeal has been accepted, and now henceforward the matter will be heard before the High Court here in the national capital. 2G was a scam which led to massive political development. The government, which was ruling here in the center, got multiple effects because of which the people sentiment went out of control. People were very angry, and that led to the fallout of the previous Congress ruling government, which was here in the country. And now this kind of order which is coming out from the High Court, where we can see that the CBI appeal has been heard, and the pardon has been given to the appeal which has been moved by the Central Bureau of Investigation. Certainly big trouble coming out for the INDA alliance before the upcoming elections also, because the 2G's gin has certainly come up after so many years, and the matter will be heard at the High Court.
Now, Priyank, just for the benefit of our viewers, why don't you tell us what really had the CBI said in its plea? Why did this case, was wanting a reinvestigation? What was the merit of the case that actually made the court believe that this can be reinvestigated?
Certainly, there was an application which was moved by the Central Bureau of Investigation. Although the specific, DP of the case has not been mentioned. But what we got to know that this application, which was moved by the Central Bureau of Investigation, which was specifically pertaining to that acquittal alongside of A. Raja Kanimoi, from the former telecom secretary Siddharth Balwa, Raja's private secretary R.K. Chandola, and all the other members of the Dhirubhai Ambani group, and former all these individuals who were arrested were acquitted. And the CBI wanted to oppose this acquittal. They were waiting for the specific time period because probably they were also gathering some more evidences. In this particular case, the case went totally adverse in the favor of the Central Bureau of Investigation, and it is basically an appeal against the order which came out adversely for the Central Bureau of Investigation, and which also gave acquittal to all these accused who were alleged of the 2G scam. So now the case will be heard before the High Court here in the national capital, which has been granted permission by the High Court when the CBI moved an application challenging the order of the lower court here in the national capital.
Okay, Priyank, just allow me a moment. I'm told Amita, our colleague, is also joining us from the newsroom, and she's actually going to, bring up this entire bit of the judgment in focus about why the judge, and referring to what evidences or proofs he believes the case could be reinvestigated. Amita, it's over to you.
Right, Diti, exactly. I'm just going to quote verbatim of the verdict that has been pronounced by Justice Dinesh Kumar Sharma, where he goes on to say, and I quote, that this court, after going through the material on record, the impunged judgment and the submissions made by the parties, is of the opinion that prima facie the case has been made out, which requires deeper examination of the entire evidence. So, Ditya, this is what the judgment or the verdict that has been pronounced by Justice Dinesh Kumar Sharma has to say on this matter.
Okay. All right, Amita, they're reading verbatim a part of that order. And this clearly means, ladies and gentlemen, if you look at the big picture, corruption is going to take center stage. This is going to become a big talking point. What happens to Arvind Kejriwal? Will he get any relief from the apex court, even as the CBI now could be willing to reopen the acquittal of A. Raja in the 2G case?